Oil tank is normally constructed with a cleanout door which is fixed above the datum plate. The cleanout door thickness is mandatory and not less than 50 mm, and it is hooked with a twin arm. The door is stud bolted and brass hammered. Also, the cleanout door flange is not less than 50 mm thickness. The tank you see here is a dry tank which stores the crude for process. The 21-inch Refinery is also mandatory for a vessel or a tank. The manufacturer label is fixed here. The sample points from the different level of the tank height is collected here and drained into the tray. The different level of the collection of sample is to check the quality of the product and to be sent to the lab for test. A drain pipe is connected from the tray to ground drainage system and to be sent to further process. The 32-inch outlet is despaded since the tank is in life. The huge tank is now open for maintenance job. Now you can see how the roof plate underside been looked with heavy structures. The roof plate underside seems to be good but not confirmed prior inspection. But the shell side is not painted due to depend upon product. The bottom plate in dry tank is fully protected with fiberglass, including bottom sump, and the bottom fiber is raised to the shell up to 2 feet, and above the shell is fully coated with phenolic epoxy. The fiberglass thickness is mandatory, not less than 2000 microns, and phenolic epoxy is coated not less than 500 microns. The roof underside looks good and the vents are being kept open. The bottom sump is also highly inspected to confirm any kind of damage and to check the drain pipes are fixed properly. The shell nozzles are cleaned properly and inspected before box up or to fix a valve. The nozzles you look here is to fix the sample points. Cleanout door internal side is fully fiberglassed to protect from any kind of damage or leakage before final box up. Dip hatch pipe are cleaned and coated internally and externally and fixed in proper with supports. Now the whole internal tank is fully coated and cleaned. Bottom plate is fiberglassed, shell side is fully painted, and roof underside also completed and looks so good. This way the tank is offered for final inspection before final box up. Before opening a tank for maintenance, sometimes the oil is removed by vacuum tanker and to transfer or to drain into disposable pit. It's all decided from the operation team. The shutdown tanks are externally and internally erected with scaffolds for safe access to work. The inlet spool and valves has been removed for nozzle visual inspection and repair. All vertical and horizontal shell wheel joints are to be blast cleaned and offer for visual inspection. Rectangular manway is also easy for convenient man access. An authorized confined space card holder are only permitted to enter the tank. The tank is internally erected with scaffolds for maintenance activity. The bottom area are more visible due to all manways and nozzles are being kept opened. The tank internal topside looks so dark and it is not safe for access to climb, ladder or to work. The bottom plate you see here are repaired and patched in previous maintenance contract. A ladder with tower is erected here properly to reach at the top. The manway doors are kept here properly to avoid any kind of damage. Roof plate has been removed here for replacement. Structures, roof plates and nozzles are blast cleaned for visual inspection and repair. The center portion gives more ventilation and visible to do any kind of job. The other huge tank is open here for maintenance activity. A safe access door is provided here with proper supports to shift bottom plates and to bring mini loader inside for bottom and underside soil replacement. The tank is blast cleaned and offered for inspection and maintenance work is in progress. A scaffolding tower is provided here for safe access to work on deep hatch pipes. Also, you can see here with scaffolding bench to work on nozzles. The shell nozzle has been removed and shell bevel edge preparation is done to inspect and to fix with new nozzle. The existing fiberglass on shell has been removed by washing with hydrojet pump, and some areas are patched here and marked by inspection team. Sump nozzle is replaced with new one, and you can see the new weld joint is dry penetrant, tested and dated and marked by the inspection team. Here also you can see a new nozzle with new weld. Almost all shell nozzle has been removed and edge preparation is done to replace with new one. The shell side is fully inspected and marked with defects by inspection team. Now the whole internal tank is more visible due to provide with an access door. Housekeeping is always maintained to avoid any kind of accident or hazard. The bottom plate is blast cleaned and highly visible for any kind of inspection or to do any kind of mechanical activities and painting jobs. Since the access door is open, the ventilation from outside is passed through all internal tank, and it is highly visible for any kind of activities inside. The roof underside is painted and looks so good. The shell top course is also painted with the roof underside plate. The structures are highly complicated to do any kind of blasting or painting jobs. Almost all nozzles are removed in this tank. The top side existing painting is not removed, but the first course shell side is clearly done with hydrojet washed, and you can see here one of the nozzle area, the shell side is done with edge preparation and ready to fix a nozzle. A pass plate is provided here due to the shell particular location is corroded. You can see the DPT test date is marked over there. And you can see here there is one more pass plate is provided here. This clean out door is barricaded since the tank is provided with an access door. Only one entry is allowed for the tank or a confined space, but some sites are being waived due to provided with an access door. The bottom plate welding joints is highly inspected by dry penetrant test and vacuum box test. The sketch plate, the full plate, the welding joints is clearly visible here, and this is called the T joint, where there is a triple lap over there. The welding joint is highly inspected here to find if there is any defect of any crack or any pinhole. The shell plate is fixed or sits on the annular plate, and this is annular plate, and you can see the welding joint here, the annular to annular welding joint. It's a butt welding, and you can see here the corner joint is done with fillet welding. The bottom plate has full plate, sketch plate on the shell side, and the annular plate which the shell sits on it. You can see here how the edge preparation is did on the shell. The welding is done from internal side after fixing the nozzle. It's a bevel joint. Here also a nozzle area, the shell side edge preparation is done, and a fire hose is laid inside the tank, which is connected from outside fire head to do any kind of hot jobs. This we called T-joint on bottom plate. It's a triple lap joint. The bottom plate corner side is fabricated with 50 mm radius. Analog to shell joints, the corner well joint is also done with a vacuum box test to check any leakage with welding. This we call degassing boot. It has long vertical cylindrical shape, which means the inlet line is connected through this degassing boot to remove toxic gas. And we see this is the underside of the boot. The space is provided to entry for a man to do repair or maintenance. The degassing boot underside is fixed with a dish and with an outlet which has a control valve outside, and this line is straight away connected to the tank. The inlet valve is removed here and the line is blinded since the tank is in maintenance, and platform access is provided here to operate the valve. The man-made nozzle is removed here. The scaffolding tower is erected here for nozzle to replace the nozzle. Some tank stairs are designed from tank outside bund wall to tank top, because if there is a leakage from oil or rainwater inside the bund wall, this kind of stairs help us to reach the top easily for a checkup. The tank internal side you can see with lot of spreader and collective pipes with lot of structural supports. The structural supports are designed and strongly welded on bottom plates. Even the pipe support bottom side is highly designed for dislocation, and the welding joint is inspected with dry penetrant test. The spreader pipes underside is fabricated with several holes to drop the product or oil inside the tank. This tank has double store spreader pipes. The pipes are fabricated and painted in the tank inside itself to avoid damages while shifting. And the pipes are safely lifted by erecting heavy-duty scaffolding towers. This tank is designed by a floating roof, which means the roof floats on the product to avoid creation of gases. Now the floating roof is at the bottom side. The roof sits on its supports of roof legs. The gap between floating roof and shell is closed or fixed with a roof seal. The main purpose of the roof seal is to protect the product from rainwater. The roof leg is fabricated with a height of 3 meters for easy access for a man to work on bottom side and under roof side. This is roof drain system fabricated with flexible swivel joint to move upside and downside along with the roof. Its purpose is to remove the rainwater from rooftop. A temporary ladder is provided here to climb on rooftop. Rolling ladder are only designed in floating roof tanks. It's a system of ladder which moves up and down with the help of this wheel and track according to the rise and decrease of oil in tank. The legs all over you see here, the roof leg top side. This tank roof is single deck, which means several pantry boxes are provided here all around the tank near to the tank shell. It helps the roof to float on oil. Each pantry boxes has a lid. You can see here a several number of roof legs, and the leg support is pinned on its top, and you can remove it whenever you need when in maintenance. And the roof ladder, it looks so good. The support you see here is to travel for the floating roof from top to bottom without dislocating on its way. I will show you one of the pantry box inside. Actually, this is a confined space. The inside is cleaned and inspected to check any leakage. Oh, it's a funny harmless insect. You can see this in only desert area. It looks so good in dark color with long legs. It always tries to escape from us to save themselves. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.